I wanted to get on here and kind of respond about all of the racist comments that were in the last post about Kiki fouling.
A lot of people not happy about that. Mainly people that purchased tickets and drove into the area or even flew into the area.
This shocking incident threatens to overshadow her initial strong start, which has been overshadowed by the WNBA community's heated discussions over potential punishments and suspensions. The Mystics head coach, Sydney Johnson, is the subject of intense criticism, and some publicly question if his coaching staff is giving the team the control and discipline it desperately needs. This is merely fueling the flames. The pressure is mounting, and the stakes are higher than ever.
I mean, look, the biggest thing is we got to think long term. Like, we got to make sure that we're not putting Caitlin at risk for injury. We're not putting our team in a position, where we're thinking short term and not long term. It's a long season, 4 more games than last season. So we want to make sure that we're extra cautious and put her health and wellness first and foremost. And honestly, it's been one day at a time. You know, how she's reacted to treatment, how she's reacted to workouts. So positive progress is being made, but we can't be sure.
As head coach, Sydney Johnson is ultimately responsible for creating the team's culture and environment, especially considering that the team has a young roster full of promising players. Even though Johnson hasn't been suspended or hit with any sanctions yet, the rumors are growing. Insiders claim that the NBA is looking into whether the Mystics coaching staff was involved in the on-court controversy. If the WNBA finds that Johnson failed to defuse the situation or possibly incited the team to play aggressively, she might be subject to severe disciplinary action. Given that key players like Georgia Amore and Ilya Edwards are already out by injuries, losing their coach, even for a brief period of time, would be disastrous. In contrast, the Indiana Fever have their own star and aren't going to give up. Look at Sophie Cunningham, a fierce rival on the court.
The Indiana Fever have another star. All right? Just this quick. Sophie Cunningham, and I told you guys I had a feeling that she was going to really make her presence known. Talked about the 6th Woman of the Year. I don't know. I put it out there, and a lot of people came back and was like, she may end up starting, Rose.
Shortly after the play, Mystics guard Lucy Olson got into a furious verbal argument with Fever players, which caused the court's atmosphere to reach an all-time high. The WNBA's strict stance on discipline is still quite clear, even if the Mystics bench did not call any additional technical fouls. Such strong emotions might have disastrous consequences. As the game teeters toward an exciting finish, every second matters because the Fever are leading by a narrow score of 79-74 with just 54 seconds left.
You may be right. This game is almost over. It's almost over. Let me see the score. 79-74, 54 seconds left. Fever leading. And I don't know if they're going to end up winning or not, but Sophie Cunningham has been an absolute beast in this game. 34 minutes, 6 of 11 from the field, 54%, 21 points. And she has thrown in, let me just see here, it looks like 8 rebounds. And how many assists does she have? She's got 2 assists. She's been an absolute beast in this.
The WNBA does not accept players who are unable to manage their anger, especially during heated disagreements. Although Lucy Olson's role isn't as serious as Area Finn's, it nevertheless makes the already tight situation worse. It is clear that such behavior will not be accepted because the league has taken major, deliberate steps in recent years to enhance player safety and preserve a positive professional image.
Looking from that angle, I don't know, man. It looked like she grabbed her, swung her down. Then it looked like 1 minute Sophie had her arm just a tad bit, so maybe she was trying to sling her off. But from this angle right here, it looked like Kiki kind of just threw her down, right? But from the other angle, it looked like maybe Sophie was holding her arm. I have to go Kiki in the wrong with this one, man. I have to go Kiki is in the wrong with this one. You can't just be slamming players, man. You can't slam players on the ground.
This is about more than just one game, and the league wants to send a powerful message to players, fans, and young athletes who are watching from home. League officials are carefully looking into every possibility and speaking with the coaches and players involved in order to get to the bottom of it. On the court, Sophie Cunningham is an absolute force that cannot be stopped.
Oh my God, Sophie's a dog. She just is, she's a competitor She's versatile, so she allows us to do different things. Like, she plays with such a toughness. She's huge, and she's going to be for us all season long. But what she brings from an energy standpoint, she raises the level of play of everybody around her as soon as she steps foot on the floor. Hell, even on the sideline. I mean, her communication, everything.
Although there haven't been any official fines or suspensions yet, analysts largely agree that the league will eventually impose harsh penalties.
Runs down the court, finds Sophie Cunningham, who pumps up the
Drawn on the drive. High arcing pass, it was too high. Hull pulls down the rebound. Here's Cunningham again. Cunningham coast to coast. What a first half for Sophie Cunningham.
And this is as we've clawed back after being...
What began as a routine preseason match has suddenly turned into a major controversy. The scoreboard is losing ground to the turmoil surrounding head coach Sydney Johnson. The team's foundation might be shaken if she is suspended, even for a brief period of time. Tensions erupted midway through the second quarter when Mystics forward Kiki Sykes viciously fouled Indiana Fever veteran guard Sophie Cunningham in midair. Known for playing hard, Cunningham was visibly shaken. Officials gave Sykes a glaring one, but it wasn't the end of the penalties. Cunningham did not sustain any injuries during the game, but her post-game demeanor was telling. Her words, reckless, unnecessary, and flat-out dangerous, were unreserved. Preseason games are meant to assist athletes prepare, not to endanger their careers, she reminded everyone. As her fans united, social media was ablaze with replays, comments, and debate from both sides. What started out as just another preseason game has now sparked a conversation about player safety, coaching accountability, and sportsmanship across the WNBA.
To see Caitlin Clark play and no Caitlin Clark, I can understand how bad those people must feel because, well, hell, I wanted to watch her play too.
While some praised Kiki Sykes' fierce play as the passion of a rookie ready to make her mark, others blasted the move as reckless and unsportsmanlike. But there's no denying that Sykes has been under siege before. After being chosen 4th overall in the 2025 WNBA draft, she came into the league with high hopes and was hailed as one of the most exciting young athletes to watch. That attention has now grown for all the wrong reasons.
So we have a quick video, man. We have to talk about the crazy moment that happened within this really good game. Kiki Sykes getting a flagrant foul, and then also Brittany Sykes getting a flagrant foul, all on the same player. We are about to get...
Kiki Sykes excelled at Stanford and USC during her illustrious collegiate career. She developed a reputation as a ferocious competitor with remarkable rebounding reflexes and a fearless finishing touch. She has always played fiercely, but this time something felt different. Here, it was difficult to tell the difference between genuine hustle and possible harm, and many believe Sykes may have crossed it